you feel responsible for someone else's feelings. And someone gets upset, and then your whole body reacts, kind of goes into a fight, flight, or freeze, fawn response. Yeah. And immediately your brain starts going, how can I fix this? What did I do wrong? What do I do now? And somehow their mood, their feelings are all of a sudden your responsibility. Yeah. So what this might look like is someone gets upset and you get worried. Someone feels angry and you're really scared. Someone shows disappointment and you maybe feel shame. Right? So as soon as someone else has a feel, you have a feel, and you're probably taking responsibility for their feel. Does this sound familiar? If it does, you're not alone, right? Yeah. Many of us do this because it's what we learned in our family of origin, right? Why we feel responsible for everyone else's feelings is because that's probably what I learned in my family of origin. Maybe anger was explosive. Maybe attachment wasn't safe or secure. Maybe everybody else's feelings did dominate the spectrum. Maybe children were to be seen, not heard. Maybe no one was asking about my feelings, and it was all about their feelings. Yeah, so you probably came by this pattern earnestly, right? You probably came by it because it helped you survive in your family origin. Being really, really aware of everyone else's feelings and minimizing your own. Mm-hmm. And then when we do that over and over and over again, and we're at this point now, it becomes like automatic scanning a room, checking everybody's emotions, moods, feels, probably not really even checking in with yourself, and being hyper aware and focused on everybody else, right? With this underlining drive to keep everybody else happy. So you probably over-explain, you probably apologize, you probably defend, rationalize, keep explaining, all kinds of ways to kind of people please, conflict avoid, and keep everybody else happy. Because ultimately, if I'm responsible for your feels, I'm going to try and keep you as happy as possible. Right. The problem with that, though, there's not a lot of room for my feelings. Yeah. And I'm taking responsibility for yours, which are not on my side of the street. I don't actually have control over your feelings. Yeah. So my fear side wants to fix your feelings, keep you happy, people please, defend, rationalize, over-explain, shrink. That's what my fear side wants to do, try and keep you happy. You know what my authentic side knows, though? My authentic side knows I'm not actually responsible for anybody else's feelings but my own. My authentic side knows that I can show care and concern and compassion without carrying the weight of your feelings. My authentic side knows that it's actually a gift to you to let you make sense of and manage your own feelings and thoughts. And the way I can support you is by getting curious about your reality, showing compassion for your reality. Yeah. It's not such a gift to try and take on your feelings and micromanage them and all. Yeah. And it's really doing you a disservice. Right. Resentment builds, anxiety increases, depression increases, disconnect with self and other increases. Yeah, it doesn't really work. So then I feel bad about myself and I beat myself down, beat myself. Poof. Right. This is shrinking. We don't want that. We want this. So how do we get from this to this? 1, 2, 3, baby. Awareness, acceptance without judgment and with compassion, and choice. Is that working for me or working me? So we have an awareness. Oh, that person's upset. I had a physical reaction, a somatic reaction. I have fear coursing through my body. Okay. Acceptance without judgment with compassion. Does that make sense? inevitably that response, that reaction makes sense from your family origin. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I really learned in my family system that if someone was upset, I was going to get it. I was going to get in trouble. That did really happen. Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense that why now today I still have a response and a fear, and I really want to try and make it all better. Yeah. Now, is that working for me or working me? Well, your feelings are on your side of the street. I'm taking your feelings on and getting more anxious, and that's working me. Right. So what might I do instead? Well, I can check in with what's going on for you while you're upset. I can hold space for you to vent and share. Yeah. I can be an active listener. I can show compassion for you and what you're going through. I can validate and empathize. I can do all kinds of things to stay in safe connection with you as you're struggling through some kind of feels. What I don't have to do is keep taking on your feels, because it doesn't even work. Right. So what this might look like instead of taking on responsibility for what's going on someone else's side of the street, next time you become aware that you're having a reaction to someone else's moods, check in with yourself. Who's driving? My fear side or my authentic side? Are these actually my feelings? Or are they a reaction to someone else's feelings? Get curious about your own process, like what's happening for you. Air of curiosity, judgment-free. Right. And then take a baby step towards showing compassion from your authentic side and taking responsibility for your feels and letting everyone else take responsibility for theirs.